Good morning. This is Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
.31, 9 degrees above zero this morning, not 14 below. We were listed at 13 below yesterday for the state low.
I heard that.
Yeah, but we're actually at 14 below here. So this is much better. Think about the difference in temperature there from 14 below up to 9 above. That's pretty good increase.
That's okay.
Now, next week we're going to be running in the 40s, which is pretty darn nice for January. Maybe a little chance of some snow later today. We'll have the weather forecast for you again at the top of the hour. I enjoyed the basketball game coverage last night. Some well-matched teams, good competition, fun to listen to and watch.
Well, yeah, thanks. Yeah, we had a great time. I love going to Ansley. We got this in football too. You don't always get it in football anymore with the true area matchups.
Yeah.
You know, we were very blessed. We had a lot of those. Have had a lot of those in football even in the last 2 years. We'll see about the next 2 years when the state releases the schedule in February. But, with basketball, you just really get the real true area matchups. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we certainly had that with Ansley, Litchfield, and South Loop last night. And, both games were great. Very well played. Girls' game was a thriller, went right to the final 10 seconds. And boys' game was really fun to watch. I mean, up and down, both teams getting after it, and it was a good night. So, thanks to all the sponsors who made it happen again.
Tonight, we feature the Lady Indians as they host Lady Indians hosting Valentine, the guys hosting Valentine at home, right?
Yep, we'll be at the Indian Gym. We'll put the spotlight on Broken Bow for you tonight. Broken Bow hosting Valentine. We received information that the boys varsity will play first tonight at 6, and then the girls will follow. So we'll have those for you tonight. And then next week we'll start our conference tournament coverage. We'll follow Broken Bow through the Southwest Conference Tournament for you next week, and then we'll have full coverage of the Mid-Nebraska Activities Conference Tournament. That conference, of course, includes many of our area teams.
Yeah, and those are always good.
Always
I don't
fun.
care what the records are. When they come to play, going clear back to the old conference days. You get a lot of those same teams now playing together instead of against one another, but you really get a lot of good competition.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be fun. MNAC semifinals and finals will be here in Broken Bow this year, and then the Southwest Conference semis and finals will be in North Platte. So we'll be ready to go next week.
All right. Well, we'll do the school lunch menus here and take care of that. We're going to play the game yet this half hour, and we also later on invite you to stay tuned. We'll be visiting with the Custer County Ag Society. I'm sure we'll be talking about the annual ball that's coming up this weekend. Actually, next weekend, and we'll also be talking with, I assume, someone from Mid-Plains Community College, either Casey or Shelley.
I think Casey this morning.
Oh, good.
We'll see.
All right, we'll see. All right, what's for lunch?
Let's start you off at Broken Bow today, where they will be featuring cheese pizza or pepperoni pizza, ham and pasta hot dish with dinner roll, fresh-baked ham and turkey sub, grilled chicken salad with roasted flatbread, and fajita deli wrap. The choices at Broken Bow Middle and High School.
At Loop City today, they're having chili soup or potato soup, cheese sticks, and cinnamon rolls.
Callaway says no school on the menu today.
Lucky kids.
Yeah.
At Ansley today, it's hamburgers, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Arnold today showing quesadillas at Arnold.
At Anselmo Myrna today, it's Pizza Hut pizza, ham and pasta hot dish dinner roll, crispy chicken deli wrap, mixed vegetables, fruit, and milk.
Sargent Public Schools today featuring chicken sandwich with green beans, fruit cup, milk, and salad bar at Sargent.
Sumner, Eddyville Miller today, it's pizza quesadillas.
Sandhills Public School in Dunning today, pizza, chips, and a brownie.
All right, there we go. We took care of that. And we'll invite you to stay tuned again on Monday for the school lunch menus. I always chuckle when I think about the school lunch menus. Joan and I was talking about this the other day. A gentleman that we enjoyed very much, Senator Howard Lamb. Of course, has passed away, but we remember him well. And he used to, every once in a while when I would see him out and about, he said, "Don't you think maybe you could just quit reading the school lunch menus? There's other things we could be, talking about."
Yeah.
And I understand exactly what Senator Lamb was saying. I mean, there are other things that we could visit about, but it's just a tradition, that's all.
Yes.
And I know you can look it up on internet. That was kind of his point,
Yeah.
I got a phone call, and I feel like I should take this one.
Okay.
Let me just find out. Good morning. This is Dave. Bernie, I should tell you you're on the breakfast show.
Well, good morning, Dave Bernie. It's Larry Cotner. How are you today?
Well, Larry, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I've heard you and Brent talking about last night's games and the conference tournaments coming up. And I'll tell you what, those games last night were awful fun.
Well, I thought it was fun to listen to you guys call a game together. It's always fun when we get the old veterans together to call a game and then have such wonderful effort by the kids out there. It was a great combination. It was fun to enjoy your coverage last night. So thanks for helping out, and gives us a chance, Larry, to thank you for, I know you do a lot of radio anymore at the college level, but it's nice you come back and help us out here at KCNI, KBBN. We appreciate it.
Oh, that's always the roots of everything. I mean, somebody said, well, it wasn't the most perfect games last night. I thought, well, no, but the effort was there.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It was just one of those situations. So, hey, Dave, I was going to mention to you, first, I moved into your neighborhood here, a little over a year and a half ago, something like that. But I've noticed here recently, I don't know, it's been creeping me out. Every once in a while I look out and there's this short guy walking around the neighborhood. I've seen some glasses, and that's about it, but I haven't been able to. It's usually at night.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any idea?
Well, first of all, yes, you are part of our neighborhood. We live catty corner from you, and then Brent lives up the block now. And so 3 radio guys living in the same neighborhood, yeah. I don't stay up real late, Larry, and I know that your hours are a bit erratic because of your job with dispatching. But there was a couple of nights ago I got up, couldn't sleep, and I looked out the window and I saw a guy kind of just wandering around. I saw that, and I couldn't really identify who it was. It wasn't a very tall guy. It was, and I did see a glare off some glasses. Is that what you saw?
That's kind of what I saw too. And where I work down there, I'm at the 911 center. It's located in the police station. So I said something to an officer about it, and they said that no, they weren't really. They were kind of short on information. So.
Can I ask you? I don't want to sound like a police person, but did this gentleman that you saw wandering around aimlessly around the neighborhood, did he look dangerous at all? No, just kind of creeped me out a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of creepy to see somebody like at 2 o'clock in the morning just kind of aimlessly wandering around, doesn't it?
I hate to say this, Dave, but it probably happens more than we know.
That's probably quite right, Larry.
Let me just tell you something that I kind of halfway know.
Yeah. In your business, you know that. Brent, have you've got your phone out for some reason. Have you seen anybody wandering around over in your neck of the woods there?
No, sorry, I haven't. I usually sleep at night, but I just. If you don't mind, I'd just like to share with our listeners the other day the employee handbook for 2022 was handed out to KCNI KBBN employees, and I would just like to read a section from that manual. The section is entitled Employee Code of Conduct. Custer County Broadcasting Company promotes freedom of expression and open communication, but we also expect employees to follow our code of conduct towards our colleagues, supervisors, and overall organizations. All employees are asked to be respectful, be inclusive, be considerate, and be professional. Employees should avoid offending, participating in serious disputes, and disrupting our workplace. I just thought I'd share that.
No, hold on. I just was combing my hair while you're doing that.
Were you?
Larry, do you have a policy handbook? I don't want to get too far into city policies, but do you have something like that with the city where there's a statement in your policy handbook about that sort of thing?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you exact thing. That it's our policy handbook is pretty thick. I really can't really talk much about it, but yeah, in generalization, it's pretty much the same thing. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Did us part-timers not get that handbook?
Well, we do just give it to the full-timers, but I have an extra copy if you'd like to have one.
I don't think so.
I don't know why Brent's bringing this up. There's been
what do you mean? What do you mean you don't know why Brent's bringing this up? We all know what the two of you are implying as you visit about this. I mean, a short guy with glasses. Come on.
Well, Larry,
everybody knows who you're referring to.
Larry, how many people do you suppose that live in Custer County are of shorter stature and wear glasses? Come on, I can't see why Brent's even. Yeah. We didn't say who it was. We didn't bring up any names or anything. I'm just glad you called because I'm going to be on the watch out for whoever this person is. Hello, Larry.
I was going to say we need to just kind of. You know what, Brent?
Yes, Larry.
We need to start a neighborhood watch.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you, Dave, and I could patrol together.
Yeah, I bet. in our spare time, right?
Yeah, you bet.
I just have a funny feeling. You know how that goes, guys. When you get together to try to solve something like this, you go out, and I just have a funny feeling if the three of us go out looking for that person, we're probably not going to see him.
No, I suspect that probably just wouldn't happen either. That's kind of the way it is, When something, and I can just tell you that from something gets reported, sometimes they're gone.
Yeah.
That just seems to happen that way sometimes.
Larry, I just got to tell you, I've respected you for a long time. And, listen, I've learned a lot from you. I have. I mean, I consider you a mentor when it comes to the sportscasting part of this job. But I got to tell you, I'm hurt. I'm hurt a little bit that you would actually stoop to Dave's level and participate in this morning. I'm a little hurt. Really am.
Larry, he's just a little worked up. He's accusing you of being part of a plot, and all you're doing is saying there's a creepy guy in the neighborhood that wanders around during the nighttime that wears glasses and is a little bit short. There's been no accusations made on your part. Do not feel bad.
No, I've never got a really good look at this guy, so I just was curious if you guys had any idea on who it could be. So
yeah, well, I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. As a good neighbor, we appreciate that very much.
Heck yeah. Like I said, just always, and unfortunately, I woke up this morning, and I just, I thought I'd better give a call. I never got back to sleep. One of those days that you just wake up, and so it's not like I really planned on getting up this early.
Well, you get a creepy person wandering around our little neighborhood there. It makes you kind of restless. I understand completely. This is International Sweatpants Day, which reminds me to...
I wish I'd have known that before I came to work.
Does this gentleman that's out there, do you notice that he have Levi's on or sweatpants? Fuzzy pants?
Oh, gosh, I didn't really, at this time of the year, Dave, in the dark, it's just, it's kind of hard to tell.
I thought maybe
whether
yeah.
Then, to be honest with you, and I realize a lot of people don't see that when they call things in, but I really wasn't paying attention to what he was wearing.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times somebody, I guess I asked that because there could be a chance that particular person, whoever it may be, would be sleepwalking in their jammies.
That's a possibility. I never even thought about that.
Not really.
At least they put their coat on when they did.
Oh, they had a coat on then.
I think so. Well, I would hope so.
Did it have a Nebraska emblem on it at all?
Well, that narrows it down a ton. I think it might have, but it was hard to tell. Like I said, it was dark. Yeah. Hey, Larry. Thanks, good neighbor, for. Oh, you bet. Hey, one real quick request.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm calling in today, I always love music.
Yes.
Dave, I'm in a mood for something that's going to make us sometime feel happy. And how about, I was just thinking of flip sides.
B-sides.
Remember, you and I know what flip sides are. Brent does too.
Yeah.
Because he goes back enough to the old record days of A and B sides and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking of a couple different ones. I was thinking of Place in the Sun. Wouldn't that sound good?
A Place in the Sun. Who did that?
Do you remember that from Pablo Cruz?
Oh, Pablo Cruz.
We'll
see if we can do that.
Or any major dude from Steely Dan. I know you'd know that one. That's off Pretzel Logic.
Okay, Pablo Cruz, and it was the title was A Place in the Sun.
Place in the Sun.
Okay.
And I know if you hear that song, you're going to know it.
We'll give it a try.
All right.
All right.
You guys have a wonderful one. We'll see you actually later today.
All right. Thanks, neighbor.
Good to always have good neighbors.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Watching out for one another. That's the way it is.
Yeah, good neighbors.
All right. Well, I'm glad.
I can't believe you pulled Larry into this.
Pulled Larry? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean pulled Larry?
I'm sure you probably set it up. Everybody listening knows who you're referring to.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Another way to pick on me.
Which
I don't really understand, because according to the Employee Code of Conduct of KCNI KBBN, employees are asked to be respectful, be inclusive, be considerate. That's what it says.
Well, I don't see that we're not. I don't understand what you're talking about. We're talking about a creepy guy walking around the neighborhood in the middle of the night, maybe with sweatpants on, maybe with Levi's, and the particular person is a little bit shorter and wears glasses. I don't see what relation that has to how you're treated here at the radio station. Come on. You want to play the game?
Sure. Man, I just never know what I'm going to walk into when I show up here in the morning. Had someone say to me last night at the game, Dave picks on you too much.
Well, whoever that person is, I'm sorry you feel that way. In this case, all we're trying to do is protect the neighborhood.
It's National Soup Month. Did you know that?
I think I remember that.
Okay. We're asking questions about soup. Hey, if you've ever been to Louisiana, you were probably fortunate to have sampled a taste of the soup stew dish known as gumbo.
Oh, that's good.
The name gumbo originates from a Bantu African language term for what vegetable? Is it cauliflower, eggplant, okra, or green beans? The name gumbo originates from a Bantu African language term for what vegetable? Cauliflower, eggplant, okra, or green beans? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith, the Palmer Monument Company. There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, we are giving you one more reason, our annual winter sale. Come and see us today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off our already reduced prices. Our goal is to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs, and will save you money too, during the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow in Lexington.
If you're looking for the full package, look no further. Team Physical Therapy is pleased to be able to offer you not only physical therapy, but now occupational therapy and speech therapy. Call 872-5111. Together empowering able movement. Team Physical Therapy can help you in all your therapy needs from babies to the older adult. Call 872-5111. We offer one-on-one therapy with the rehab specialist. Call 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
All the phones ringing in now. I didn't pick it up before. I was combing my hair. Trying to look nice for the neighborhood. Let's find out who we have on the phone. Good morning. You're on the air. Who are we talking to?
Tiffany.
Tiffany, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Tiffany, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you think I pick on Brent too much or at all?
Just a little too much.
Little too
Thank
much.
you, Tiffany.
Oh,
Thank
Tiffany.
you.
Tiff-
You know what?
Poor guy.
You know what? You're a winner. What would you like? I don't care if you know the answer or not. I will ask you though. Gumbo is for what vegetable?
Is it okra?
It's okra. Yeah, you knew it anyway.
He's a double winner.
You know what? I'll give
It was
you.
just a wild guess.
You know what? Let me look up here and see what we got. I'm going to give you 2 prizes. Let's see. I got to check the expiration dates on these. Hey, you want a dilly bar from Dairy Queen?
Sure.
I'll give you one of those.
Sure.
Hang on. Let me see what else I got here. How about
Jackpot.
how about a personal pan pizza? You want one of those too?
Sure.
All right.
Awesome.
There you go.
Oh, Tiffany, you seem like such a nice person. You'll be hearing from my lawyer
Okay,
very
sounds
soon. For well, what you said on the air here this morning that I
What,
picked.
the truth?
No. So, Tiffany, what are you going to do today?
I'm just going to go to work,
Oh,
and
boy.
then today's my 5th anniversary, so we're just going to
Oh, nice.
have supper at home with the children.
Oh, man. Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
Thanks for calling in, and thanks for
Yeah.
being part of the breakfast show. Call anytime.
All right. Well, you guys have a good Friday.
You
Thanks,
too.
Tiffany.
All right. Thanks.
Bye. Oh, boy. Well, I like Tiffany. She's nice, but boy, is she wrong. Let me see if I can get that going. Hey, old buddy.
I always say, oh, buddy. Yes, Dave.
Where did I write that down? Pablo Cruz,
Place in the Sun.
Place in the Sun. You want to talk to the Ruski about that? Because we're not negotiating with the Ruskis right now. We're telling them we're going to give them trouble if they invade. So would you want to try it?
Okay. Alexa, good morning.
A very wonderful morning to you.
Just so nice.
Yeah, don't trust her.
So nice.
Don't trust her.
Alexa, play Pablo Cruz, A Place in the Sun.
A Place in the Sun by Pablo Cruz from Spotify.
utility-type vehicle within city limits passed its second reading. If approved, the ordinance would allow the use of UTVs between sunrise and sunset with some restrictions. The ordinance excludes ATVs, golf carts, low-speed vehicles, and they cannot be used on state highways. Nebraska inched closer Thursday to joining other states in a call for a special convention to make changes to the U.S. Constitution. The measure won second-round approval in the legislature despite objections from some lawmakers that it could lead to unintended consequences. One final vote is required. Senator Steve Halloran of Hastings proposed the measure to try to impose fiscal restrictions on the federal government, limit federal power, and impose term limits on federal officials. Calling a convention would require approval from 2/3 of U.S. states. So far, 15 have done so. Lawmakers reached a compromise on Thursday with an amendment that would let the call expire in February 2027. The measure advanced 32-8.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Checking the night in the NBA, 3 games on the schedule, including the Suns beating the Mavericks in Dallas 109-101. Phoenix was down 8 points to start the fourth quarter. They rallied for the win and improved to a league-best 35-9 on the season. They sweep a 5-game road trip. Devin Booker, 28 points. Chris Paul, 20 points, 11 assists in the win over Dallas. Overtime for the Pacers to surprise the Warriors on the road, 121-117. Indiana hands Golden State just its 4th loss in 23 home games this season. Golden State star Steph Curry did have 39 points, but no points in the overtime. Pelicans beat the Knicks in New York 102-91. Top 25 college basketball, 7 ranked teams in action. Number 1 Gonzaga was one of them. They beat San Francisco 78-62. Number 3 Arizona won at Stanford 85-57, while 4th ranked Purdue lost at Indiana 68-65. Wins in the top 25 for number 9 UCLA, number 16 USC, 21st ranked Georgetown, and number 25 UConn.
Here's your Weatherology Forecast. For today, we'll see gradually increasing cloud cover. Do pick up a slight chance for light rain-snow mix into the afternoon as highs reach the mid-30s. Then for tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 16. For Saturday, sunny to partly cloudy conditions with milder highs up to 45 degrees, and that moderating trend continuing even into your Sunday, expecting highs in the lower 50s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
It's true, many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for retirement. But if you think your retirement needs to deserve more attention, I agree, and I'd like to help. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Janet Lawhorn.
Together, we can give your long-term retirement strategy the attention it deserves. Stop by our office on the north side of the square in Broken Bow or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Currently 11 degrees above zero, so we're warming up a little bit. Winds are not a factor so far today, and there's a few light clouds up there, but we'll call it mostly clear. Barometric pressure now beginning to rise after we've been on the fall here in the last couple hours, but now beginning to move upwards at 30-12, humidity at 59%. Our high yesterday, 19, with an overnight low of 7. Sunset at 5:40 today. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:59. And again, only 0.03 precipitation measured in this month of January. So please be very careful about burning. Normally this time of year we don't worry too much about that in January, but this is certainly a different kind of year where we were so dry in the months ahead of this first month of 2022. Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show. We're good buddies, we're neighbors, we're friends, we're co-hosts, and we get along great. And I take offense to Tiffany's thoughts that I might pick on you. If that's the case, Brent, I certainly want you to know I would not intend to pick on you in any way. Now, moving along, I'd like to talk a little bit about what you're doing right now, sipping a cup of coffee.
Oh, yes.
Brewbaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. Now, not only do they have wonderful coffees of all different sorts, it's a gift shop, and again, occasionally there'll be a sighting of a guy with cowboy boots on there and a little cowboy hat.
That belong to you.
Yeah, the boots do.
The boots do.
Yeah. Might see him and tell him hi for us. But while you're there, enjoy. They got gift ideas. They have good pastries. They have coffees. They'd love you to stop in. They're a historic building, a tour spot for people who come through Nebraska looking for unique things.
Yeah, it's a great place. Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. You'll find them in Arnold, Nebraska. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, and open on Saturday from 9 to 3. Make sure you follow them on Facebook to keep up on all the latest happenings at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, a historic destination barista bar and gift shop right in our backyard at Brubaker's Coffee House in Arnold. Delicious baked goods, delicious drinks to enjoy, and fabulous gifts to check out as well. So check them out. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, open Saturday, 9 to 3. Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold.
Thank you, Brent, good friend, neighbor, and co-host of the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, longtime buddy. Hi, Casey.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
It's good to see you again.
I had to MapQuest my way here today.
Yeah, it's because it's been a while.
Because it's been a while.
You're saying?
Yeah, I had to look up the direction. No, I'm kidding. But it has been a while since I've been here.
And we're glad you're here to represent, of course, Mid-Plains College here in Broken Bow, and for that matter, in different places in the state, because you all work together. You look great. Are you feeling okay?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Better?
I've been a little under the weather for it feels like forever, but getting there.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
I heard you haven't been feeling very good either, Brent.
No, I get a cold in the winter sports season every year. I don't know what it is, but it is mid-January to mid-February, somewhere in there. I just get it. And Dave has been around me for 30 years, and it's happened for 30 years.
Yeah, starts coughing about
rough.
basketball season.
But,
yeah.
But I'm doing much better. So.
I feel a lot better. Every day's a little better.
Yeah, good.
So that's good.
Well,
but we had the holidays hit, and then we had some things going on right before the holidays, and so it's been a while.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
let me reintroduce myself to you guys.
Well, we're glad you're here to do that. We have enjoyed Shelley when she's come in. I know you've appreciated her help during these trials and tribulations.
Absolutely. We make a good team.
Good.
Yes, we have a full house today, so she's back directing traffic right now while I'm out here. So we have some folks from the FFA alumni group, something or other at the college today, and then a big group from BD, and of course our regular students because our semester started. So it is officially spring at the college. Spring has sprung. Yay.
We're ready for it.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, whether it's spring on the calendar, we're ready for those kinds of thoughts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, things got started pretty well this week. We were pretty happy with, just a couple of bumps here and there, which we always experience in the first week of class. But for the most part, I think everything got going pretty well. So I always just remind students, if you're in class and things are not the way that you wanted them to be, maybe things changed in your job or, a schedule change or whatever, come and talk to us. Don't just stop coming to class. And that is especially true if you're taking an online class. Make sure that you're logging in. Just a little reminder to students that, because sometimes we'll have a student say, well, I logged in and I turned my assignment in, and the instructor didn't get it. I don't know what happened. And we have to remind them that we can see when they log in or when they don't log in.
We talk about how technology has changed so many things. Has it changed the excuses of not turning in an assignment?
Yes, we get a lot of Wi-Fi problems, and
I couldn't get logged in.
And some of those probably are legit.
Yes.
Some of them probably,
but probably a majority not. and I guess it comes back to the same old one before we had technology. You just don't get away with it.
No. And the thing is, we don't really care, if you can't log in or you don't want to log in or it just wasn't what you thought the class was going to be or you're just not interested anymore, it's okay. But we don't want you to wind up either paying a big amount for a class that you're not going to get credit for, or you're you're going to fail, and then we don't want you to have that failing grade on your transcript. So come and talk to us, and we will help you either find a way to get out of that class or change to a different section or something that will make it right for you. So just keep that in mind. And students, they're very good nowadays about, coming in, I don't like this instructor, or I don't like the content, or, whatever. They're pretty good about telling us that. But just remember, don't just stop coming, or don't just stop logging in, because that's, it's not a good way to handle it. So.
No, and it could be expensive,
yes.
as you say. If you don't actually address it, you could end up being charged for it, and you didn't really get anything out of it, right?
Exactly. So just come and talk to us, and we'll get you where you need to be. So, but on that note, we do have some classes that start late too. So our regular semester started this past Sunday, and then on into Monday of this week. But we always have some courses that get added late, or that just work better on a little shortened schedule. So we have several that start later this semester, usually on into February. And one that I really want to point out is, we talk about this all the time, but we have a nurse aid class coming up. And this is, it goes by a lot of different names: CNA, nurse aid, nursing assistant, certified nurse aid. People call it a lot of different things. But this as the class that you have to take to become that nurse aid, that person who, you're going to work in a hospital setting or a long-term care setting, taking care of patients. And it's really a jump start if you want to become a nurse, or if you are looking at entering the healthcare field. It's a very good paying job that you can get. You're going to work hard, and you're going to, especially nowadays, it's not an easy job, but it is a fulfilling job that if your heart is in healthcare, then this is where you need to start. So that class is going to begin February 9th. So we'll probably talk about it for a couple of weeks here. Mm-hmm. It runs on Wednesdays from 8 to 4:30. And it's about 8 weeks long. I don't have the end date in front of me right now, but starts February 9th, runs on into April. Every Wednesday. It's a great investment. So if you've been thinking about becoming a nurse aide, thinking about calling us and getting signed up, now is the time to do that. So,
let's face it. You mentioned the need for people who are their hearts in the right place for that particular profession. Mm-hmm. From the financial side, if you read anything at all, Stephen, here in the state of Nebraska, but nationwide, the demand is going to be high for a long, long time.
Yes.
As far as this profession goes. And it's a rough period of time right now, let's face it.
It really
but
is.
Hopefully somewhere down the road we'll kind of level back to some sort of a normal situation. Even with that, the demand for that profession is at the top.
Absolutely. Yeah. Our population is not getting any younger.
No.
Sorry.
Well, and I think it's also worth mentioning, Mid-Plains has a very highly respected nursing program. I mean, seriously, your program at Mid-Plains for nursing is very high quality.
Yeah, and we take a lot of pride in that.
Yeah.
Our nurse aid class, there are classes out there. If you give it a Goog and you find a class that you can watch videos for 2 weeks and take a test at the end. They're out there, sure. Mm-hmm. But you're not going to walk out of there trained like our nurse aides do. We take a lot of pride in that. And, our pass rate for nurse aid is, I can't give you an exact number, but it's got to be approaching 100%, because we just don't let them, we don't let people just give up, we really work with people to get them the training that they need and to get through that class and be able to pass it. It's not easy by any means. There's a lot of written tests that you have to take. You have to, of course, know the skills. And most people who are going into healthcare have some sort of skill to be able to do those skills. But the written part is not an easy thing to pass, but we take a lot of pride in being able to get people through that class and test successfully. So,
well, you mentioned Googling and going that route. I would imagine if you went back and researched the success rate of those folks when they went out in the field, it's probably pretty low.
I think, we have some pretty good employees that are out there, and it always kind of warms my heart a little bit if I go to the clinic or if I'm visiting one of our long-term care up to the hospital even, and I see, I can point at people and go, well, you were trained by Mid-Plains and you were trained by Mid-Plains, and it's kind of a fun feeling to know that so many people have gone through that program. So it's a good time to start.
Okay.
All you got to do is start.
I took a tour when the girls were thinking of going to college. We went and toured Mid-Plains, and they took us through the nursing building and everything. I don't know what you call them. Are they mannequins or whatever?
Some of them are, yes.
But they showed us how they train the nursing students, and these mannequins or whatever you want to call them, they're Casey, they're creepy because they're so real.
They are.
But what a great way to train people. I mean, these things actually react to your training like a human being.
Yep.
And it's amazing.
We now have a simulator. They have mannequins, and then now they also have simulators too. So, but we have a simulator that travels now. His name is Hal.
Oh.
And he travels, and he is so receptive to what a training student is doing to him that his body will react to whatever they do. So if they inject a certain medication in Hal, and hopefully it's the right one, and then he will respond that way. But if it happens to be something is wrong, like he will go into distress. He breathes.
Oh gosh.
He bleeds, unfortunately.
He does?
It's amazing. I mean, seriously, this the technology that they use to train your nursing students it really is amazing.
It really is. Yeah. I mean, it's as close as you can get to treating a human being without actually being a human being. They actually have a little room that's like their fluid room, and it's like a big science experiment. They go in there and they mix up body fluids to put in them so that they will do their thing when
bleed or whatever.
Yes.
Eek.
Yeah,
that is kind of creepy.
They are.
But
they do a lot of different things.
But the tools, that's a fantastic tool to provide.
Yeah. So, we even have a mannequin here in Broken Bow. Now he's not as responsive as that. I mean, there's really he doesn't breathe or anything. He just lays there, and they learn how to make the bed around him, things like that. But still, it's still pretty cool. So
it's great opportunity for folks out there who have those desires and gifts, right?
Yes, absolutely. So February 9th, if you are interested, give us a call at the college. We'll help you get registered. Our number is 872-5259.
All right. Very good. Anything else?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, it's really good to have you back.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're back up and going. And I know there's plenty to do over at the college going into the next. You're always about a quarter ahead of us as far as what's coming up.
I was just working on Spring 23 yesterday.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Spring 23.
Yep.
Well, thanks, Casey.
Yes, thank you, guys.
We'll take a timeout. We'll return after these words.
What's all the buzz about nasal irrigation and Navage? And should I try it? Here's the science. Airborne germs invade through your nose. It's the body's air filter for trapping allergens and viruses. When your nose gets clogged, it's less effective and germs multiply. Eventually, your immune system can get overwhelmed and you get sick. Nasal irrigation is an effective, all-natural way to clean your nose. It's not a drug. It's more like plumbing. Saline goes in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and germs. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. It's the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls out the bad stuff so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. At Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, Bed Bath, and Walmart. Or go to Navage.com for a free gift with purchase. Over 2 million sold. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
It's midnight. Banking time. Really? Well, yeah. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah, midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Myrna. Member FDIC.
Resetting your password. Unsubscribing from emails. Printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if auto owners make sense for you.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain,
in Broken Bow.
Love local as we start the new year. KCNI KBBN is giving away $25 gift cards to these area businesses and more on The Breakfast Show.
Nebraska State Bank, Clips and Curls, Nebraska Past Your Door, Agland 8 TV, St. Hills Custom Creations, The Foo Bar and Grill, Lily Kate Boutique, Wenquist Incorporated, and The Quilting Shack.
Keep listening for your chance to win on The Breakfast Show. And remember, love local.
Speaking of Love Local, today we'll be giving you a chance to win a $25 gift card at Sandhills Custom Creations, formerly Awards and More, or shirt, signs, mugs, and more. And they are also offering some discounts we'll be telling you about. Chaz has some things going on centered around Valentine's Day coming up in February. So they have some other new things that they're going to be introducing. So we're going to be talking about that a little bit later on, and giving you a chance to win a $25 gift card today from Sandhills Custom Creation in honor of the Love Local promotion, which is going great guns. All the businesses we appreciate very much for taking part in that. We didn't get to birthdays in the first half of the show, first quarter of the show, because
because you and Larry were too busy picking on me.
I don't know why you think we're picking on you, Brent. We did not. It was just, we're neighbors. Larry lives right near me and you.
Yeah, just down the street.
In the neighborhood. He just wanted you to know and me to know that he had seen, and I saw one night, I thought I saw somebody out there wandering around like at 2 o'clock in the morning, just aimlessly. And that's all we said. And described, what we knew about what we could see in the dark like that.
And the description was very similar to the description of me.
That depends on your, how you look at it.
Oh, brother.
Don't believe we said your name. We didn't say anything like that. I don't know that you wear fluffy, fuzzy pants. There was nothing that was directly correlated to your look. Other than everybody, half the people in the world wear glasses.
Yeah. But bottom line is, that's why we didn't get to the birthdays.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So let's celebrate some birthdays.
Okay.
Happy birthday to Amanda Gibbons, Tracy Parr, Dan Denson celebrating a birthday today, Jason Griffith. Happy birthday, Jason.
Yeah.
Janet Clay, happy birthday to you. And a happy birthday to Mr. Darren Toby, celebrating a birthday today.
Hey, happy birthday.
You are celebrating birthdays, and if you're celebrating a birthday out there, you're celebrating with some celebrities. Emma Bunton. I always have to look at you because you always know everybody.
I have no idea who this is. Emma who?
Bunton, B-U-N-T-O-N.
I don't know.
46 years today. She's all grown up now. She went from being Baby Spice in the Spice Girls to a solo artist, actress, and TV host. In 2011, she launched a children's fashion line as well.
Oh.
Gina Davis.
Actress. Yep.
66 today. Was one half of the famous film duo Thelma and Louise. That was a huge film. And Hakeem Olajuwon is 59 today.
Oh, Hakeem, the basketball player.
Yes.
Yeah, Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer, considered one of the greatest players of all time. He was nicknamed the Dream.
Yes, he was.
Because when he dunked, it just looked so easy. And Billy Ocean, musical artist today.
Yeah.
72.
Oh, let's play some Billy Ocean.
Well, we might find time for that.
Come on.
It's possible.
Caribbean Queen, right?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Another good one.
I don't remember. I remember one song.
Suddenly.
Billy Ocean had.
Oh, that's a pretty soft ballad one. I like Billy Ocean.
Oh, good. Well, maybe we'll be able to play him later.
Get out of my dreams.
Gosh.
Billy Ocean.
Folks, he must be an 80s, 70s and 80s guy, they said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, Martha Stewart is in the news today, and not for being arrested for any criminal activity.
Okay, good.
She made a real big comeback from that. If you look at it, she's got her own show again and, baking cookies and making lots of money.
Mm-hmm.
And what she did, I think, was inside trader situation. She went to one of those really cushy prisons for a while. But if this is true, it's pretty weird.
Okay.
She claims she's been struck by lightning 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 times.
3 times a lady. Yep.
Okay.
Something you don't hear every day. She appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and she told 2 truths and a lie. I don't get this. One of the truths, she has been struck by lightning not once, not twice, but 3 times, and 2 of them happened inside of her house. She didn't elaborate on the third, but says being struck by lightning feels horrible.
Okay.
I think that's quite a line.
Struck by lightning in her house.
Twice. She didn't say where the third time.
Okay. How do you get struck by lightning in the house?
Maybe you're on the telephone.
Oh, and
that
it comes through. Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, or stand by a window. That's not a good idea either.
Yeah.
She was probably standing at the window looking out at her beautiful garden and got struck by lightning. We don't know for sure.
Okay.
3 times. If that's the case, she's one lucky lady.
Yeah.
3 times a lady. Lucky.
Yes.
Hey, 80s kids. That would be you, Brent.
That's me.
Fraggle Rock is back.
I remember Fraggle Rock.
Yep. For the first time in 3 decades, the lovable characters of Fraggle Rock are coming back to TV. Starring the same characters. The 13-episode series features some of the original Jim Henson puppeteers and some guest voice artists as well. And it's on one of the streaming channels.
Oh, one of the apps.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. But if you want to go back and do a little Fraggle Rock, it's coming back.
I remember Fraggle Rock. I never really... I want to say Fraggle Rock was started on HBO, didn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right.
It
wasn't on the educational.
Yeah, well, it wasn't on a network.
Right.
So
right.
I never really saw it, but I remember Fraggle Rock.
Yeah. So it's back. Are you a Kenny Chesney fan? He's pretty popular.
You know what? Yeah. I like Kenny Chesney. I'm not gonna. I like some of his songs more than others.
Yeah.
How's that?
Well, he's like a lot of artists right now. He's cashing in. He's selling all his songs.
Wow, his entire song catalog?
Yep. Country star has joined the ranks of so many artists lately, selling the rights to most of his songs in his musical catalog. The massive deal includes everything from his first album in '94 all the way up to the Live in No Shoes Nation 2017. In total, 22 albums and 80% of his music he sold the rights to. Doesn't have a total on it.
That's what I was going to ask. Does it have a price?
Yeah. It's hard to actually beat Bruce Springsteen. His latest is a record. Bob Dylan's was huge.
Yeah.
But seems like more and more of the artists are doing that. Cha-chinging in.
Yeah.
So you won't notice a difference when you hear them. People, I think a lot of people don't realize that the royalty side of the music is where a lot of the money is made. If you wrote it, you may make more or a lot more than the artists themselves. And people like, businesses like KCNI, KBBN, we get royalty bills every month to play all those artists. And every once in a while we have to send in a survey as to what songs we played, and then they do spot checks throughout the country. But now you have streaming and video and all the other things added to that they are hoping to get paid royalties for if there's music with it. And that's why we can't have music on Facebook.
I hope you don't mind me asking you this.
Yeah.
But your royalty payment in, let's just say, 1985 compared to now, about the same? A little more? A lot more?
Significantly higher.
Okay, significantly higher.
Here's the formula, at least in radio. They base it on your gross sales. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they...
So the more you make, the more they
you
get.
make, then the more you have to pay in royalties.
Yes.
Well,
Plus,
that's
along the
interesting.
way, they have little increases in the percentage in your contract. And each year or so it goes up. And then if you are successful in business and you're taking in more revenue, as every business tries to do,
Absolutely.
then the artists get more money for your work.
Oh, well. Okay.
That's how that works.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Ah, yes, capitalism. We'll be back with more right after these words.
Ansley Lumber and Supply is proud to be your full-service lumber yard. From premium lumber and top-quality building materials to paint, tools, and ag supplies. When you drop by Ansley Lumber, their crew is prepared to help you with your project. From the materials for building a house to the accessories and pieces needed to make it a home. Ansley Lumber hopes you stop by to talk to them about your dream project. Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street, Ansley, or call 308-935-1815.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, Palmer Monument Company is giving you one more good reason. Their annual winter sale. Come and see them today with the coupon from the newspaper and receive additional savings off their already reduced prices.
Hi, this is Chris Smith with the Palmer Monument Company. It's our goal to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs. And with our sale, we'll save you money too.
During the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company in Lexington and Broken Bow.
8:41. I am honored and privileged to be with my co-host and neighbor and good friend, Brent Apperson. Good morning, Brent.
What do you want me to say?
That
Good
look,
morning.
There's that look again.
Oh.
Hey, we just received word, and you kind of suspected this was going to happen. There'll be no Husker basketball this weekend.
Nope.
Men or women.
Correct.
And this is all due to the COVID situation. And it is getting in Nebraska to be it is a serious situation in places where people gather. And we're going to be having special guests on Monday on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Dr. Julie Lindstrom and the new CEO at Jenny M. Melham Hospital and Clinic will be our guests on Monday morning to talk about the current situation with COVID, the Omicron, the vaccine, and more, as they are seeing a number of the numbers increase here in Custer County in central Nebraska. So in the 8 o'clock hour on Monday, we'll be visiting with those professionals about the situation we're in here in central Nebraska. Big uptick in Nebraska all the way across the state on COVID right now. And it's causing problems with events and different things. And so we'll learn a little bit more on Monday, hopefully. So,
Yes. Yeah, it'll be a good show.
Also, do remember that the examiners, I'm talking drivers examiners now, not doctors, the driver examine offices closed the rest of this week in Burwell, Brewster, and Broken Bow due to illness. And so they will not be open today, and they'll let us know about next week. What else here? I think that's some of the more immediate things. Again, coming up this Saturday over at the Berean Bible Church, Taylor Mason is going to perform.
Yeah.
That is tomorrow night. I think he kicks off his show at 7 o'clock, although there is a surprise show ahead of that, an opener that Stephanie has arranged, Stephanie Klang. And so you're going to get quite a show tomorrow evening at the Berean Bible Church. And you can get tickets to that show yet by going to the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce today or stopping by Klang Financial. There's also a way to get them online as well. Or you can go to the door and pay at the door and get in. I think the capacity James mentioned was about 350 people. And they'd like to fill all the seats because the proceeds go to the little kids preschool at the church. And it's a fundraiser, and Klang Financial, James and Stephanie, has paid for the show. And so all the proceeds will go to the cause. Taylor Mason is a ventriloquist, musician, and comedian. So you're going to get 3 shows in one. Very talented guy. And they'd love to have you. That's tomorrow night. A week from tomorrow night is the Winter Ball put on by the Custer County Ag Society, and we plan on talking about that a little bit later on here this morning.
Good.
Oh, one more thing. We haven't talked about it for a while. Is the photo contest for the Lower Loop NRD 2022. There'll be prizes awarded, first, second, and third places. A picture's worth 1,000 words. And nowadays, you don't have to tote around a big camera with a big telephoto lens or go buy a 35 millimeter if you don't want to. If you do, that's great. It's a great hobby, and in some cases, profession. But, you can go out and take some pictures and enter in the contest. Send your high-res camera JPEGs from your photos to abrtls@llnrd.org by midnight on May 15th. Get yourself entered. Going to have some great prizes. And you can go online and take a look at the rules here through the NRD and get yourself set up to have some fun, take some pictures and enter them, and who knows, you might be the winner of the photo contest.
There you go.
And that's through the Lower Loop NRD's 2022 photo contest. All right, let's talk a little bit about the city of Broken Bow. And I don't mean politics.
Wow. I was going to say.
I don't mean council
Okay, well,
business.
what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I don't want to even speculate what that crazy mayor's up to. Just kidding, Rod.
I hope Rod heard that.
Yeah, I do too. He's probably buying metal right now.
Probably, yeah.
Buying iron and finding time to do both. But they do need some help at the City of Broken Bow offices.
Yeah, they have an opening right now for the position of deputy clerk. You must possess strong written, verbal, organizational, interpersonal skills and the ability to maintain confidentiality of sensitive information. Minimum qualifications are these: associate degree in related field preferred, or 2 years related work experience, previous experience in an office environment, and proficiency in Microsoft Office Suite. Applications will be accepted until the position is filled. Submit your resume, complete an application, and 3 references to Deputy Clerk Search. Attention, City Clerk, Candy Peters with a
K.
There you go. P.O. Box 504, Broken Bow, Nebraska, 68822. You can submit these electronically as well to the email of kpeters@cityofbrokenbow.org. For questions, talk to Candy with a
K
at 872-5831.
Let's talk pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza
Absolutely.
Hut pizza.
I love pizza.
And let's talk about what's going on at the Pizza Hut right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska, if you don't mind, good friend, co-host, longtime buddy and neighbor.
Well, thank you. Still looking for some help. Their dining room is temporarily closed yet, but they still do delivery, open for carryout. And when we talked to Chantil the other day, they do want to remind you their lobby is open to come in and pick up your carryout orders. They're just not serving in the dining room at this moment. So take advantage of that. Contact Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. Take advantage of some of the great specials that they have going on. And they're open for delivery, open for carry-out, obviously. So place your order now at Pizza Hut in Broken Bow.
Heard news this morning on CBS that we lost a artist that many people really enjoyed over the years. And the artist's name is Meatloaf. Passed away
I read that,
overnight, I believe, or yesterday. So in honor of Meatloaf, here's one that he released not too awfully long ago. Meatloaf. We lost him just in the last 48 hours or so, and he left a lot of music behind. I heard him this morning, a recording of his thoughts on his music. He said it was more about his lyrics than the music itself, and I think a lot of people that followed Meatloaf liked the stories he told in his music, and so I think that was probably a valid way of looking at it. Brand?
Yeah.
You giving me that look. You okay?
No, what? How am I supposed to look at you?
I'd like to talk a little bit about Sylvester's in Broken Bow and
okay.
Talk a little bit about doing some rocking at Sylvester's, which has been going on for nearly 30 years at the quiet little place that rocks.
There you go. They're welcoming in Whiskey Bent tonight. Now, this is not the Whiskey Bent you might be familiar with, because this Whiskey Bent is going to rock the house. No cover charge for a night filled with rock music. 9 to 1 is when they'll perform. That's tonight, so rock the night away at the quiet little place at Rocks. Sylvester's, East Highway 2 in Broken Bow. 9 to 1 tonight. Whiskey Bent, no cover charge at Sylvester's.
groups such as Blood, Sweat, and Tears in Chicago, introducing horns back into music, and it was great. And they are kind of a jazz rock fusion for Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Don't go away. Do not leave. Stay with us, because you'll have a chance to win a $25 gift card courtesy of Sandhills Custom Creations here in Broken Bow. And they've got some sales going on and some things we're going to tell you about when we give the card away in the 9 o'clock hour on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Got time for a quick live read, as they call them. So I'm just going to impromptu here with Stan the Man at the Whiskey Barrel and let you know that they are ready for bubbly. Valentine's Day is not too far down the line.
Wow, no, it's not.
And if you want to get a little bubbly to have a celebration with your loved one, the spouse, your mate, your friend, your grandma, if you like, they'll have bubbly in full stock for you at the Whiskey Barrel. Stop in and take a look now and talk to them about it. And maybe Stan can also give you some romantic advice. He is a romance expert. He can help you.
Yeah.
Just tell him the breakfast show sent you and you need some romance advice. And I'm sure the reply that you get will be helpful.
Yeah. Now that time you gave a look. I just want you to know that, Stan.
Well, if you've seen some of his signs on the front, he has a
that's right.
He has a different outlook on romance than some folks. But one thing he does do is make sure when you walk into Whiskey Barrel, you're going to walk into a friendly store, well-stocked, and reasonably priced spirit shop, the Whiskey Barrel in Broken Bow. They're open 7 days a week, and they're located right across the highway from Gateway Motors, right between Subway and Vet Care. And you can pull in and be in and out of there in no time, or you can stay and visit with Stan and his great crew a little while. While you're there, you will enjoy it. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Secretary of State Blinken met with his Russian counterpart today and came away with no agreement to head off an invasion of Ukraine.
We read as well that further diplomatic discussions would be the preferable way forward. But, again, it is really up to Russia to decide which path it will pursue.
Rock superstars died. Meatloaf explained the derivation of his nickname on the big interview with Dan Rather.
My son looks like 4.5 pounds of ground chuck. So they made a card that goes in the front of the crib, and it said meat.
Meatloaf was 74, no cause of death given. Another winter storm is on the way in the south. The Harris County, Texas Toll Road Authority's Leilani Thielen.
We spread this sand-salt mixture material onto already iced roads.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Isaac Lowenkron.
In the NBA on Thursday night, the Indiana Pacers upset the Golden State Warriors at overtime 121-117, despite missing 3 starters due to injuries and despite Steph Curry scoring 39 points. The Pacers came into the game as a 16.5-point underdog. The Phoenix Suns improved to an NBA best record 35-9 and swept a 5-game road trip with a 109-101 victory at Dallas, led by Devin Booker's 29 points. Chris Paul had 20 points, 11 assists, and no turnovers. Dallas had their 4-game winning streak broken. They'd also come in having won 10 of 11. The New Orleans Pelicans defeated the Knicks in Madison Square Garden 102-91. They led by as many as 25. And Adrian Wojnarowski reports that veteran center DeMarcus Cousins will sign a 10-day contract today with Denver.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, we'll see gradually increasing cloud cover. Do pick up a slight chance for light rain snow mix into the afternoon as highs reach the mid-30s. Then for tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 16. For Saturday, sunny to partly cloudy conditions with milder highs up to 45 degrees, and that moderating trend continuing even into your Sunday, expecting highs in the lower 50s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer, has the offerings you're looking for this winter to prepare for next year. As you know, every season brings new focuses. Here are theirs right now. Specials on driveline conversions, sprinkler packages, and winter maintenance specials, to name a few. If you've worked with Custer Electric and Irrigation in the past, you know that they want to get you taken care of the right way at the best price possible. They encourage you to get the work you need done scheduled as soon as possible because prices are rapidly increasing for a lot of supplies. Plus, that schedule book can only get so full. Don't forget licensed electrical work you might need done too on ag, commercial, and residential applications. Ask for a free quote. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer in Broken Bow, serving the whole area with electrical, agricultural, and commercial services. Call today at 872-7786. Follow them on Facebook or visit custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
12 degrees outside here at Broken Bow, thanks to Custer Electric and Irrigation. For weather and news at 9 here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Let's talk a little sports.
Yeah, I love that subject.
I know you do, and this is professional sports.
Okay.
I'm going to just say it out loud, and I don't want to offend Michael down in Florida, but I think he's okay with being honest. But the Rays, the Tampa Bay Rays
baseball
team is always really pretty good.
They really have been, yes. They've definitely had some success.
But their attendance and their stadium sucks.
Yes. I think even passionate Tampa Bay Ray fans would, some of them say that. Many people who follow sports be familiar with Dick Vitale.
Yes.
The color analyst for college basketball for ESPN. He's a Florida person, and I think he's a big Tampa Bay fan. And I think he's even come out and kind of said, man, we got to get people to show up and watch this team.
Two things that I've been told by my wife, who is a huge baseball fan, who absolutely just can't stand the Rays Stadium and the Stingrays floating around in the tank.
Correct.
And that there's never hardly anybody there. And I understand the price of a seat is really, really high. You'd think they might adjust that to get people to come in, and it's usually kind of an older audience unless they bring the kids in to see the Stingrays. It doesn't really seem to be about the baseball team, and they always have a pretty good team. So recently, the Tampa Bay Rays asked if they could play half of their games in Canada.
Oh, I heard this, and I think that they got turned down.
They did.
By Major League Baseball.
Yeah. And, Montreal's been dying to get a team back for a long time.
Ever since they lost the Expos.
And when they played up there during COVID, they got pretty good attendance.
Mm-hmm.
But the Major League authorities rejected it. What do you think?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Why would they reject it, I wonder? Because they don't want other teams to start splitting between two different locations?
I honestly don't know. I knew that they had rejected it. I haven't read anything as to their reasoning why they rejected it. I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, let's see here this weekend. Hopefully COVID won't mess this up because there is a big slate of professional football games coming up this weekend.
Yep, big games. Yep.
Now, we're past the wild carders, right?
Yeah, this would be, what do they call this? The Divisional Round, I believe.
Yeah. Saturday, playoffs start at 4:30 Eastern time on CBS. The Bengals playing the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll continue on Fox at 8 p.m. with the 49ers taking on Green Bay, the Packers. Now, I've never really been a super big 49ers fan since Joe Montana, but I hope they just squish the Packers.
You've really changed your tune. There was a time when you were coming in here as Mr. Packer fan, and now you've changed your tune.
Well, I'm not big on people who tell fibs.
I know.
And so, If Aaron Rodgers would have answered the question truthfully, I'd still be a Packers fan. Over on Sunday, then, we have playoffs starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS with the Buffalo Bills playing the Chiefs of Kansas City. That might be a dandy.
I think that's the last game on Sunday.
Yeah, 6:30.
Yep. And then there's one prior to that. The Rams will play Tampa Bay.
Yeah, they don't show that one here on this for some reason, but I think you're right.
Yeah.
So you have a doubleheader on. I wonder why they didn't have that on there. They're talking about the America's Funniest Home Videos starting at 7 on ABC.
Well,
but they don't have a professional. Okay, all right.
Man, America's Funniest Home Videos. How long has that been on? I didn't even know that was still on TV.
Yeah, I guess so.
I remember when that first came out. Was it in the 80s or was it 90s? I don't know. I remember when it came. Bob Saget.
Oh yeah,
was the first host, I believe.
We just lost.
Yes, of America's Funniest Home Videos, and when it first came out, I have to admit, our family was one of those that gathered around the TV and spent a lot of time watching that show.
I don't think I've ever watched the whole thing at all, but
really,
no. But I think people love it, so doesn't.
Well, yeah, it's still on apparently.
Yes. All right, a nice pairing here: Donald Fagen and Michael McDonald together, covering a Steely Dan song called "Pretzel Logic." Donald Fagan and Michael McDonald together, bringing you some Pretzel Logic, little horn action there as well. The Village of Myrna is now hiring a they want to hire a part-time village clerk with flexible hours offered. Responsibilities, if hired, include meter reading, billing, record payments, monthly and quarterly reports, including budget and audit. Other responsibilities include the procedural aspects of council meetings, preparing the agenda, and handling and maintaining all official correspondence and records for village meetings. And it would help very much if you had a strong understanding of QuickBooks and other computer applications. Wages depend on your experience. Call the Myrna Village office at 308-643-2281 or Kelly at 308-880-0250 to obtain an application. Electronic is available. Applications will be accepted until the position is filled. Drop off an application in the drop box at the community building or make those calls. Again, 308-643-2281 is the village office, or call Kelly at 880-0250, and this listing is also on Sandhills Express job page.
We'll stay with the job market as Mead Lumber is currently looking for a sales associate. You would be responsible for various sales duties, including sales support functions, office coordination, and assist with some merchandise deliveries. You would be looking to develop a working knowledge of company products, procedures, culture, and customer service philosophy, perform daily cash balancing, answer telephone, just some of the responsibilities of this position. To find out more about it, to look at more of the qualifications and requirements, and also check out their benefit package, you can go to sandhillsexpress.com. Check out the employment page. Mead Lumber offers a competitive pay, so check it out. Mead Lumber looking for a sales associate.
All right. I've got this all set up now for another live read.
Oh? Okay.
So I'm going to have to do this, though, because I'm going to play some music. Brent Apperson, what's up on your side?
Well, how can I compete with that?
What are you going to do? What's your next deal?
Well, let's see. We got Power Solutions next.
Power Solutions.
I was trying to
Power Solutions.
Crank my brain on a song we could use for them.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
I mean, your diesel repair shop. They're a Vermeer dealer.
Okay, hold on. I got it.
Oh, you have something?
Don't worry. I got you covered.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me put that up. We're going to have to turn this down because we can't play the music. You ready to go?
Well, I'll try.
All right. That was fun.
It was kind of, yeah.
All right. Close your eyes.
Okay. They're closed.
My eyes are closed too, but I got to push this button here over here. So
Regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
It is 9:29. My good friend Brent Apperson, longtime buddy, neighbor, and co-host.
Yes, all of those things.
Don't forget now, before we close the show, we're going to give you a chance to win a $25 gift card to Sandhills Custom Creations during our Love Local giveaway on The Breakfast Show today.
All right.
But
man, they can do some neat things there.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah. They're really enjoying, the business. I was thinking it was so great they were able to acquire that and with the help of the owners and, continue that service to our area. We'll talk about that a little bit in a moment. But first, I wanted to talk a little bit. Let me just do this again. I got to push this button here. Whoops.
controls more weeds than any other soybean system and offers up to 14 days of soil activity on certain small-seeded broadleaf weeds. Plus, you get triple tolerance to dicamba, glyphosate, and glufosinate when used with XtendFlex soybeans. The Roundup Ready Extend crop system, the system of choice.
Claims are based on approved EPA herbicide labels as of January 2021. Pair with a strong weed management program. Always follow pesticide label directions, IRM, grain marketing, and all other stewardship practices.
They say if you listen hard enough, you can hear the corn grow. It's true. When you're out in the field, you understand its challenges and what it needs to thrive. Channel Seedsmen bring insights from the field to our team of Bayer plant breeders. Their knowledge inspires our product development. From your best ground to your most challenging conditions, our products are designed to perform in your fields. Visit channellistens.com to see our latest innovations. Always read and follow IRM where applicable, grain marketing and all other stewardship practices and pesticide label directions.
Our third caller was Linda. Congratulations, Linda.
Yes.
You've won yourself a $25 gift card to Sandhills Custom Creations on the west side of the square in Broken Bow. And Linda told me off the air, she says, I am so thrilled. I love that store.
Good.
So it's a great fit. And Linda will be able to pick up that certificate here at KCNI KBBN Radio. Looks like that we'll not have a guest in from the Custer County Fair Board to promote an upcoming event, which is coming up next weekend, not this weekend. So we'll do it for them just for real quick here.
Yeah.
Custer County Ag Society's Winter Ball is coming up. And this is the 6th annual, by the way. My good friend and cohort, co-host and neighbor, longtime buddy. This is coming up a week from tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
This will be held at the One Box Convention Center in Broken Bow, Nebraska. And social hours at 5:30 until 6:30. So you can go in and meet your friends and neighbors. Then the actual meal will be served at 6:30 with a live auction to follow. And if you did not get a dinner ticket and a table and so forth, do not despair. Drop by anyway, and you can take part in the auction and help support the cause, which is a very important one because the money that's raised this year from the 6th annual ball will be used to make the grandstands handicap accessible. And so it's very important that we do well with this one. And then after the auction, they're going to be having a dance to the group called the Victory Underground. Do you country dance?
No, not really. I just don't know how. And I'm told that I just don't have any rhythm. So.
Oh, that happens.
Yeah.
Well, you can take classes out at Mid-Plains.
I know. I'm actually trying to. The problem is you got to have a partner, and I'm having trouble finding someone who actually wants to be Brent's partner when it comes to dancing. So,
well,
all of my family members are turning me down.
Here's an idea for you.
Okay.
Just watched a silly movie the other night. Joan and I watched the end of it. Will Ferrell, and I don't remember the other gentleman's name. He's a really funny guy, too, about the skating competition where they team up as two men in the couples skating.
Yes. He was Napoleon Dynamite.
Yes.
John Hader or something like that.
I would not
I'm
know.
not sure.
But it was pretty.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I know the Blazing Glory name of the movie,
that's it.
I think.
Yeah, about they both were kicked out of the regular skating competition because of their actions, and they found a loophole that they could be in the doubles if they skated together with two guys, because there was no designation that it had to be two, a guy and a gal skating. You could do the same thing for this dancing event. If you want to take classes.
So what are you doing? You offering to be my partner for country dance? Is that what you're doing?
Moving back to the Winter Ball.
Moving right along.
Join them for the 6th annual Custer County Ag Society's Winter Ball a week from tomorrow. Again, you can check with Michelle at 870-2493. 870-2493, or stop by the Chamber of Commerce office and see if they have some tickets left. But again, if there's not advance tickets left, stop by next week. They'll get you in if you want to be a part of the auction and socialize and have a good time. They want as many people as they can get in there to bid and have a good time.
Good.
That's the most awful thought I've run into in a while. Good morning to Alan Bartels, who is with the folks who are putting on the photo contest that we talked about earlier. Steve Hornickel, good morning to you. And Mildred Winkler. Millie, good morning to you. And good morning to all of you, and good day.
Yes, have a good day. Have a good weekend, too. It's Friday.
I'm a little bit out of sorts right now.
you were the one that was bringing it all up. I was wondering where you were going with it.
It's going to take the whole weekend to get over this one. See you, Brent.
Bye.